Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys hit that like or dislike button. Don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K Duke full court pressure on that like button, that sub button, and don't forget to ring that noti bell so you could be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein, aka the Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so fucking vividly with my words on the sport of boxing. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gents, welcome back. Now, first things first. You see the name of the title of the video. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream. I see you. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody on the playback. And I just want to let you guys know what's going to go down tonight before I get into what I'm about to get into. So first things first, right? This is my pre-fight prediction on what may or may not take place between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. And I already know what you're saying. But just hear me out. Now, I understand that anything is possible in the sport of boxing, right? So I'm not going to sit up here and act like that Caleb Plant don't stand a chance in hell to pull off an upset against Canelo Alvarez tonight, right? But like I said before, and I say it again in my Floyd Mayweather voice, like I said before, Caleb Plant is on a I have to see it to believe it basis. I mean, honestly, because I have never seen Caleb Plant on as big of a stage. And sure, the man has confidence. Sure, the man has speed. Sure, Caleb Plant has a good, slick defense. He has great jab. He has an above ring generalship and IQ. I mean, his average is pretty damn decent. I hear a lot of people trying to compare him to Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm not going to go that far, but the man is pretty damn slick, right? But all I'm saying is it still remains to be seen because I need to see if Caleb Plant has that dog in him. That dog, I mean, that grit, that fire, that fervor, that determination to dig down deep, to go into deep waters, to bring the best out of a Canelo Alvarez, to put him in uncomfortable situations. Because let's be honest, y'all all know Canelo is one of my favorite boxers in the sport, right? And I catch a lot of flack for it. I get it. I understand the criticism because Canelo didn't fight Andre at 154. He didn't fight him at 160. He ain't fought Charlo. He ain't fought all of these other dudes that we want him to fight, right? I understand the cheating shit, the steroid usage, the clambuterol, the high testosterone levels, getting suspended before the Triple G fight. I get all of that shit. He's a prima donna, you know, the rehydration clauses. I mean, we can point to all of this bullshit that Canelo has pulled in the sport of boxing. But one thing we cannot say about Canelo Alvarez is that he is not a dog. Canelo is a dog. And once again, I feel like it is going to take a dog to beat a dog because Canelo is a fucking pit bull. The man is battle tested, whether y'all like it or not. This man has been in there with Triple G twice. And I feel like, honestly, he lost one of, if not both of those fights. That's just my personal opinion because I was rooting for Canelo, but I felt like Triple G did enough, definitely in their first fight, to upset Canelo Alvarez to become, you know, win all the belts or whatever the case may be, right? But he didn't get the nod. We know the history, right? We understand Canelo has struggled against movers like Irizarry Lara, fucking Austin Trout, Floyd Money Mayweather, who really didn't move a lot whenever him and not Caleb Plant, but whenever him and Canelo went up against one another, right? I get all of that. So Caleb Plant has a legitimate shot to beat this guy if he can not gas out. Because I made a video, and if you haven't done so already, please go back and watch it. Please go back and watch it because I noticed something during that live workout. And shout out to my big bro mosquito spray. He noticed it too. Caleb Plant tends to gas out, y'all. But so does Canelo. So it's very fucking interesting to see how this shit is going to shake out tonight. Now, I think Caleb Plant is going to come out hot. I think Caleb Plant is going to come out popping that jab. I think Caleb Plant is going to come out and frustrate Canelo for the first several rounds. I'm going to say about what? maybe 3 to 4, maybe even 5 rounds. Kind of similar to what Billy Joe Saunders did, right? But in the end, none of that shit is going to fucking matter if he doesn't have enough slickness, pop on his punches, and footwork to stave Canelo off of him. He is going to have to keep Canelo Alvarez at bay with that jab because he is a natural 168 pounder. So he has that working in his favor going into this match, right? He has the size advantage. He has the reach. He has the skills. Dare I even say the footwork? You understand what I'm saying? But we all know what Canelo does best. Canelo will put that mental and physical pressure on you throughout the entirety of the fight as long as he doesn't gas out. And if you don't have enough pop to keep a Canelo Alvarez off of you, then it's going to bode. I mean, this shit might get ugly, y'all. This shit might get Bubba Sparks ugly for Caleb Plant. And I just think at the end of the day, man, when it's all said and done, when all of the dust settles, when all of the smoke clears, Canelo Alvarez is going to become undisputed at 168 pounds. So there you have it, guys. My prediction is I feel like Canelo Alvarez is too fucking game. He has too much fucking experience. He is too prime. He is too physical. He's too mentally and physically imposing. No, he's not invincible. Yes, he has a lot of loopholes in his game. I get it. But I just don't think Caleb Plant has enough to pull off the upset tonight, because it's one thing to say that you ready to fight this nigga on the outside, but it's a hell of a lot different once you get into that locker room. Once your hands start getting wrapped, once you start taping your wrists and putting on them gloves, once that anxiety starts to set in. You understand what I'm saying? And shout out to my dog, Rebel Life. Shout out to Davy John. I see you. Hey, yo, Rebel, you're not off the hook, big bro. As a matter of fact, let me drop this link because I know you have a very interesting take on what may or may not take place tonight. And I would love for you to come on because I watched the video. I watch all your videos, right? And if y'all haven't done so, go check out my dog, Rebel Life Boxing. Like these videos, drop comments, and sub to his channel. But I need you to break this shit down for me, big bro, because you are one of the very few individuals I will listen to whenever it comes to the sport of boxing. So if you say that you see something that Caleb Plant can do to upset Canelo tonight, I need you to come on, man. So the floor is yours. Click on the link, bro, and let's chop it up. But my pick is, listen, I got Canelo in the mid to late rounds. I'm going to say Canelo by 10 rounds, y'all. I got Canelo stopping Caleb Plant. Once again, I just got to see it to believe it. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying Caleb Plant doesn't have the confidence. I'm not saying that he doesn't pass the eye test. But let's be honest. Caleb Plant hasn't been in the ring with the caliber of competition that a fucking Canelo Alvarez has, who has been up against some of the best. And once again, I really appreciate my dog, the big homie, Rebel Life Boxing, for tapping in, man. First of all, how are you feeling tonight, kind sir?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm feeling good. I'm excited for this, man.
Hey, man, first of all, the weigh-in was electrifying. I haven't seen nothing like that weigh-in since maybe Triple G and Canelo, or maybe May Pack. So that's been a few years, Rebel Life. But let me get your take on this shit, bro. I need you to break this shit down for me. I was watching your video earlier, right? And you said that you see some things that Caleb Plant has in his arsenal that he could employ in that ring tonight against Canelo. Please break it down for everybody that follows my channel.
All right. Hey, man. Check it, right? I had to put disclaimers up there because a lot of the Canelo fanboys, they was trying to come at me. I said, look, what I'm saying is I believe he can do this, but he got to do these things in order to do it, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Facts.
So look, the first thing he need, man, and look, you've been saying it, just like I said, he needs the grit. Those are the most important, the grit and that stamina, man.
Yes.
He need that shit, man. If he can't go the whole 12, he gonna have a problem. So he gotta be like, his gas tank gotta be like, he fighting for like 15 rounds or some shit like that. You know, the willpower and the grit. The other dudes that Canelo was fighting prior, a lot of them ain't have that shit. You know, Triple G is the exception. He's always a game dog.
Right.
You know,
right.
But fucking Billy Joe Sanders, I see people keep saying that shit all the time. Caleb, he moved like Billy Joe. Look what happened to Billy Joe. What's the other dude? Arislandi Lara, Austin Trout. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. They all were southpaws, but the problem is, at least from what I can see, that Caleb Plant. Now I will say this: he hasn't been tested by nobody by Canelo. That's the only thing that I have a question mark in the back of my head. I will say that though. I did say that in the video too. Like he never fought nobody like Canelo. So that could be a factor. But as far as all these dudes, I think Caleb Plant, he might have more dog in him than Billy Joe, than the other ones. And then you listen to them talk and you listen to Caleb, he's saying, man, look, I don't give a fuck about this money. I know what I'm here for. I just want the fucking belts.
Yeah.
So when I started listening to that shit, man, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he on a different path than these other motherfuckers. So now I was watching like 6, 7 of Canelo's fights, and I'm watching, let me see, Danny Jacobs. I watched all of the southpaw dudes, Lara. I watched some of the easy works like Yildirim. Bro, what I noticed is, let me see, Lara and Trout. I think Trout gave him more issues than Lara did. So that's what I looked at. Everybody else thinks different.
Okay.
They were doing good until he popped doing something that they ain't fucking like. And then they just went into some other shit, like started bitching up. I'm like, okay, yeah, he gonna get him up out of here. You know what I mean? And they can't switch it. Caleb Plant could switch it. So that could probably confuse him. Huh?
I said, good point. Go ahead. My
bad.
Not
right. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he could switch it. But bro, the fight that I was watching that caught my eye was really the Danny Jacobs fight, because early on in that fight, Danny Jacobs was getting schooled, bro. He was getting, Canelo was looking crazy in that ring, bro. He was, everything Danny was throwing at him when he was orthodox, he fucking could not touch Canelo. He was missing. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm watching. I'm like, because I was watching the fight when I ordered this shit when it was going on.
Yeah.
But I go back and watch it. I'm looking at this shit like, oh shit, I didn't even know Canelo was really doing all that shit in the fucking ring like that. Yeah. Like, he was just dipping, boom, boom, dipping. And then he just would slip one, boom, catch Danny Jacobs. And it looked like Canelo was playing with a fucking, like a cat playing with a toy in the ring. It was sad. Yeah. Then later, I don't know, I think maybe he was testing it. I didn't even know Danny Jacobs was a switch hitter. I didn't even fucking know that. Yeah. Well, as soon as he switched to fucking southpaw, bro, that was different, bro. He just looked like a different fighter. Canelo looked puzzled. He didn't know what to do. Jacobs was tagging him, pinned him up on the rope, firing off at him. He was making Canelo miss. So I'm looking at this shit like, wait a minute, hold on. What the fuck? And I'm thinking about Caleb. I'm like, I know Caleb is better defensively and got better footwork than Danny Jacobs. I don't know about the power. Caleb's power is questionable. A lot of people
it's a question mark. Yeah, I don't know about his power. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But Jacobs got power. Man, look, I saw he kind of, a lot of people disagree with me. I was watching that shit, bro. I forgot what round. Look like he wobbled Canelo when he was southpaw. So what I'm saying is, Danny, southpaw is the key, bro. Like, whoever fights him got to go southpaw, but not just go southpaw. You got to have the movement, the footwork, and the elusiveness. If you can do that, you could beat this dude, man. And I was like, okay, what about him stopping Canelo? I said, well, look, I made a video called Triangle Theory, I think after that one.
Okay.
And I said, look, okay, we know that he couldn't knock out. We know that just because one fighter fights somebody else and they knock him out, don't mean it's gonna be the same for that person. What if Caleb go in there, he fight different with Canelo than he fought with these other dudes because he know Canelo's a bigger threat? And what if Canelo go in there like Caleb don't have the top and he kind of be a little lax in there, and Caleb catch him with something he don't see coming, and he can flush him and he can clip him. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I've seen it happen.
Yeah. So you're right, bro. Like I was saying in my shit, anything can happen in the sport of boxing. It's not
Yeah,
impossible. I mean, smart money would say to bet on Canelo, but
correct.
I mean, and that's really just based on solely
Yeah,
the fact that Caleb Plant. I haven't seen him up against that type of
that's
opposition.
right.
I don't know how he's going to respond under the brightest of bright lights. This is
Right.
as big as it gets. I mean, next to
Yeah.
fighting a Pacquiao or a fucking Floyd. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's why I said he's on a see it to believe it basis with me. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying you're wrong because I do think
Correct.
he has the ability to do it. I just
Right.
don't trust him. That's it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And the problem is though, like I said, it all comes down to I don't his southpaw work. I think he got that in the back. I think he got that. His footwork is great. He got that.
Yep.
His defense is good enough. I think he got that. But the problem, like that's why I said he gonna have to. We're gonna have to see his stamina and his dog.
Right.
That's what it is, man.
Right.
You
I
know?
agree, Rebel. I'll say this, bro. If he can take Canelo's best shot to the body, because we all know Canelo like to dig down with that fucking left hook to the body, then come right over the top with that straight right hand. Or to try to close the distance on the fighter, he gonna do the flick jab, and he gonna come right over the top with the right hand, or he may feint and then hit you with the left hook, right? But Bo, my bad, bro. You're live on the chat with Rebel Life and your boy the Black Picasso. Holla at me, bro. How you feeling?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Man, I was
good.
chilling. I just put out a little rant video earlier on my page.
Damn, I ain't get a chance to watch it, bro. Hey, yo, make sure y'all go sub up to my boy Bold and Understanding channel, man. Go ahead, Bo.
Okay.
Yeah. My thing is, I'm looking forward to this fight, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm actually cheering for Plant to win this fight. I think it's a damn good fight. I think a lot of people are underestimating Plant, but Canelo is a beast. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But I just think Canelo have problems with people that can actually use the jab, stick the jab out there and stuff like that. But my main thing is just, can Plant handle the big stage? And it's not just he's fighting against Canelo, he's fighting against the media. They put that pressure on him. There's a whole bunch of fans and the audience, they putting that pressure on him.
Yep.
That's what he got to fight against before he actually fight against Canelo.
Yep.
So that's the only thing. If he could get past that, I think it'd be a decent fight, man. I don't think it's going to be a whitewash like people think it's going to be, as far as people saying Canelo going to knock him out. He might. I'm not saying he's not, but I just don't really see it. I for some reason, I think Plant might pull it off tonight.
Oh, wow. So you the second person that Rebel Life said that too, bro. Okay. So we got 2 for Plant. I said I got it going 10 rounds, bro. I got Canelo stopping him late in the 10th round, bro.
My only thing
and listen, I agree with damn near everything that you just said, because that's one of the main reasons why I'm not picking Caleb Plant, because I haven't seen him on this stage. I don't know how he's going to be able to deal with anxiety, or whenever he make that ring walk and he finally got to back up all this shit he's been talking. I'm not saying he can't do it. I just got to see it to believe it. But shout out to
my only thing, real quick. My only thing, real quick. I'm just wondering, is it going to be a fair judging? I'm not saying because it's not just a Canelo thing. It's just anybody that's a superstar. Are the judges going to be fair? Because we've seen this happen before. Like, I thought Lara beat Canelo, but one of the judge scores cards was like so outrageous.
Yes.
I thought Triple G beat Canelo, especially in that first fight, and that score was outrageous.
Yep.
We seen Floyd school Canelo, and one of the judges had that a draw. So I mean, that's the only thing with that.
I agree. Hey, yo, shout out to my dog Poetic, man. You live on the chat. We eat Thriller, Rebel Life, and Bo. Holla at me, bro. How you feeling? Hey, yo, Poetic, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, what's up, Poetic? Go ahead, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. Just ready to see this fight. Hey, let me tell you something. Ether, the reason why I texted you earlier today was because I woke up and I was at work, but I was thinking like, I thought it was in my head. I was thinking it was a Sean Porter and Bud fight. So that I had got excited and I had texted you. But I had got it mixed up. But I know what the fight is now. But I already told y'all. I really want Caleb Plant to win extremely bad. I'm not a fan of him, but I want him to win because I sometimes I like to see stuff shake up in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like seeing the same person win all the time. I like somebody to come up and do something. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted. That's why in their first fight or the second fight, I low key wanted Fury to win because I was like, oh, Deontay Wilder keep winning. Can we see something different? You know what I'm saying? But I want to see Caleb. Now the reason why I want to see Caleb Plant win, number one, he's the American. I have to go with him. Number two, I feel like Canelo, he can afford a loss. Why not Canelo lose this one fight or something and let somebody else come up? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of seeing the same stuff. And
I agree.
And just let Caleb, because I think Caleb Plant, that'll be a nice new star. You know what I'm saying? Somebody different. You know what I'm saying? Because Caleb Plant lose this fight, because it's like a lot of times these fighters be actually good fighters, and because there's so many casual fans in boxing, you lose one fight, your whole fucking career could be done.
Good point.
And it's like if Caleb Plant lose this fight, I don't see him getting in another big fight, and that shit ain't fucking fair. If Canelo lose this fight, he gonna most likely fight for another 5 years and be getting top fights. So that's the shit that and it's lame. It really pisses me off because Caleb Plant, number one, from what I see on screen, he a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He a great fighter, and I would love to see him win. But I think Canelo might. I think it might be another. I think it might be another Billy Joe Saunders. Not saying he gonna break Caleb Plant's face, but I do believe that Caleb Plant gonna get cut because I know for a fact that cut ain't healed up like that.
I noticed that too, bro.
I
I know
said that.
I noticed that too, bro.
I said that on my what if.
He gonna pay for that, bro. Go ahead, Poet. My bad. Finish your point.
Canelo gonna go for that cut on his right jaw.
Yeah.
So I know that's gonna happen, and Caleb Plant can win. I mean, you don't even really need power to beat Canelo. You just need to. Canelo gets most of his success with a person who just stands there. Like Canelo would have beat the shit out of Jermell Charlo in that fight he had with Castillo. If that was Canelo, Charlo would have got his ass beat because he's just standing there. You know what I'm saying? And if you moving around the ring using your jab, if you're not getting tired, you can beat and have a strong jab. You can beat Canelo.
I agree, but that's my thing. That's a big what if because off of the past fights I've seen Caleb Plant fight, it seems like he gets tired. But Canelo gets tired too in some of his fights. That's one of my knocks on Canelo. So what if Canelo gets tired? You understand what I'm saying? That changes the entire complexion of what may or may not happen in that fight. Because if Canelo gasses out and Caleb Plant is the one with all the stamina, then he has a legitimate shot to upset this dude.
Do you think that some people's body just naturally can't hold a lot of stamina? Because I feel like if these boxers actually care to win, it's like if y'all doing all this training, why the fuck ain't you working on your damn stamina? I just don't understand it. It's like, dude, you are a boxer. You know what goes on. Why aren't we
can't really factor in the pressure, the anxiety,
niggas
leaning on you, the crowd, I really can't account for that.
Also, you can't factor in the fact of the matter is that the person they fighting against, he's training just as hard as you. True. And they putting out a lot of energy against each other. It's not like the average, Joe Schmo going out there getting tired, within 5 minutes. You're going against another athlete and y'all both putting your all into it. So, of course, you're going to get tired because you're going against another level in competition and stuff like that.
Hey, yo, hold on, y'all. Hey, yo, 7 Central. Click on that link and bring your ass on the stream. Please, sir. So just for the record, Poetic, so you're rooting for Plant, but you're picking Canelo. Is that correct? Or
yeah, I think Canelo gonna win, man.
Okay. What round? Do you see a stoppage? Do you think a KO?
I have no idea, bro.
You have no idea. Okay, I just want to get everybody on record. So I got Canelo in the 10th round. Poetic has Canelo just winning. Bold, who do you have, Bold?
I actually got Plant by majority decision.
Plant, okay, by majority decision. Okay. And Rebel, once again, who do you have winning, bro?
All right, before I say it, prior to me watching all of them videos from Canelo's fights, I had Canelo stopping Plant 9. but I had to go do that over, bro. So I'm gonna have to give a blended prediction here, bro. I'm gonna go out on the limb, bro. I'm gonna say he stops Canelo 11 for 12 or unanimous, bro. That's the only two ways I see it.
Wow. Well, you
Actually,
do make
let
a
me just
good
say this
point,
real
though.
quick.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Bo. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna change that majority to a split decision because, like I said, man, I don't know one of them judges get paid off and whatnot.
Yep.
So
Definitely with Canelo. I'm willing to say that. But yeah, you're right, Rebel. Like, I think in order for Caleb Plant to win this fight, he may have to knock Canelo out, or he may have to stop him. Because, like Bo been saying with these judges with Canelo, I mean, some of them scorecards be egregious, bro. Like I'm a Canelo guy, and I got pissed off. Like, what the fuck was this?
Well,
Either
Caleb Plant do got that one thing. If this fight goes to a judge's decision and everybody watching the fight, both casual and real boxing fans, know that Canelo lost that fight, Caleb Plant's career would not die. Even if the judges are paid off and one of the scorecards like some bullshit, so he got that.
Let's do a hypothetical, right? Let's just say Caleb Plant wins, right? Whether it's by knockout or decision, whatever the case may be. Where would he be ranked on the pound for pound list? Go ahead, Rebel. You first.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I said if Caleb Plant were to win, if your prediction were to come true, where would you have him ranked on your pound for pound list?
Number one.
Shit, man. Being Canelo, bro. Shit.
Number one.
Maybe 2.
2. Okay. Who you got at number 1?
Man, I gotta still go with Bud. That's my dude.
Okay. I got you. What about you, Bo? Same question for you, bro. If Caleb Plant were to pull this off tonight, where would he rank on your pound for pound list?
I wouldn't even really put him on my pound for pound list because just beating one guy. And I look at the whole resume. Like, he got the skills. Like, if I was to put him on a pound for pound list, it has to be at the very bottom.
Okay, Poetic. If same question to you, bro, where would Caleb Plant rank?
Shit, he gonna beat, man. Look, this how you up, man. He beat Canelo, bro. So I feel like Caleb Plant beating Canelo is all Errol Spence's last 5 fights mixed up. So he over him. Him beating Canelo is Tank's whole resume. Him beating Canelo is that little Asian boy whole resume. Him beating Canelo is like all these niggas' resumes. If you want me to be honest with you.
Okay.
Now we can say I can understand why people won't put him over Crawford though. But if you ask me, if you beat this nigga, dog, he gonna have to be number 1. If you take like when like let's say if we go to another planet and one of us beat the king of that planet, nigga, you gonna become the king. Ain't no prince. You just beat the king, so you the king now of that planet. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I think I would have to agree with Poetic on this one, which is a very rare fucking occasion. I think Caleb Plant would have to be the top dog in boxing.
That's true.
If he were to pull this off, especially if he stop him, like Rebel saying, or Bo, like hell yeah, he got to be number 1. But first of all, let me get to this, y'all. Shout out to my dog 7 Central. You're live on the chat with E Thriller, Rebel Life, Bold, and Poetic. How you doing tonight, kind sir?
Hey. First and foremost, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man E3. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching you for a minute now, man. Can y'all
Appreciate
hear me?
it, bro. Yes, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, word. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But this guy is crazy. He said some crazy things in the past week, man. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on.
So let me break it down for everybody on the panel, right? So 7 Central took issue with one of my posts that I made. I said I got Shakur Stevenson beating everybody from 130 to 140, right? He double backs and tells me I'm basically out of my motherfucking mind and that Tank is the best from 130 to 140, right? And then he went on to say that Tank was number 2 pound for pound behind Terrence Crawford.
No.
So I just wanted to say, so 7 Central. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. I know this shit sounds ridiculous. I get it. Let him explain his position before I cook his ass. Go ahead. Go ahead, 7 Central. Floor is yours.
One thing too.
I told you I would roll out the red carpet for you. Go ahead.
It's by Central, all right? Like
5 Central. My bad, bro. Go ahead. Pardon me.
By Central. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Shakur does not beat Tank. I'm not understanding like what's your reason. Like honestly, that's why I came on here. Like, What's your reasons? And then I'm just gonna cook you because you're
No, wait
talking
a minute.
crazy.
No, 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 nigga. No. I've already explained. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've already explained this to you in the comment section. You real good at typing this shit. I said I was gonna roll out the red carpet for you to listen, because I've already explained my position. I've already explained my position. So go ahead and explain yours.
Don't do that. You said Twitter fingers? No, that's not that, bro. It's not that. You said something about like Shakur Stevenson beats everybody.
I just said it. You want me to say it again? Do you want me to say it again?
I'm just saying that makes sense. It doesn't make
I've already said what I got to say. You disagree with me.
So
I said, okay. You said you wanted to debate.
Let's ask everybody on the panel right now. First of all,
yes, sir. Go ahead.
Fighter? Who's the better fighter, y'all?
Shakur Stevenson or Gervonta Tank Davis?
Who's fought better competition? Who has Shakur Stevenson fought? And then look at who Gervonta Davis fought. Let's just go. Let's see like that.
Want me to answer that question?
Go ahead, bro. He asked me y'all. Go ahead. I'm gonna shut up. He asked me y'all.
I'm still trying to figure out. Who did Tank fight.
Tank for.
I think Tank toughest fight is Pedraza.
That's it.
Pedraza's Tank toughest fight. Everybody else, man.
And Leo Santa Cruz.
Come on, man.
Is that what we doing? Leo Santa Cruz. Is that
Leo's
what
a
we're
little
doing?
man.
Oh my goodness.
Leo's a little dude. They pulled Leo up in weight, man.
Y'all casuals.
Yeah.
It's Leo Santa Cruz who beat Abner Mares and Carl Frampton. He was a champion for like the past 7 years, I think, or something, whatever.
Yo, Leo Santa Cruz.
So your boy did that.
Leo Santa Cruz went up from 126, and Tank.
So what?
Basically went. All right.
So
he
what?
said so. Why I put it?
What does that mean? Manny Pacquiao moved up. What you doing? That's
Yeah, but Leo. Everybody know Leo Santa Cruz is no Manny Pacquiao. Come on now.
Leo Santa Cruz is a fucking stationary fighter that twitches his hand every time he about to fucking punch. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And he was supposed to beat Tank. That was supposed to be a threat. I would take Jamel Herring over fucking Leo Santa Cruz.
He was giving Tank some work.
And what does that say about Tank? What does that say about Tank?
You're wild.
Wait a minute. I just don't understand the hyperbole. I mean, come on, Central. Like, you act like Tank then walk through some dogs. Like, he ain't fought nobody that we wanted him to fight. And he's been professional longer than Shakur. What are we talking about?
And the fact of the matter, he ducked a lot of the smoke at 130.
More dominant is what I'm saying. He's more dominant is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he's beating
he looks dominant. To these kind of fighters, he looked dominant.
So y'all undermine,
you know what I'm saying?
Because y'all undermine his skills because he's knocking people out. But what is Shakur Stevenson do? We see Shakur.
Speak up, bro. Hey, yo. Speak up. I can. Hey, yo. Not to be funny.
He don't want to swing.
Hey, yo, Central. Yo. Listen. Speak up, bro. I can barely hear you, bro. I got to hear your point so I can kill you. Go ahead. Speak up.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I can barely hear you, bro. Speak up so I can hear your point.
Y'all hear me?
I can hear you better now. Go ahead.
Yeah. What was I saying? Y'all made me mess up. Yeah, that was saying. So yeah, he's more dominant than Shakur.
Okay, so Tank is more dominant. So can I ask you a question? Because I mean, it's your personal opinion.
Nobody's doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? He's
I got you,
people
bro.
out, and he gets undermined if he's knocking people out. He got skills actually. He has skills. We seen Shakur Stevenson get timid and act like he don't want to swing. We seen Shakur Stevenson, and then two on some real spit. Leo said,
and I seen fucking Tank struggle with Gamboa on a fucking torn Achilles.
He struggled with Barrio too.
I mean, so what are we talking about? If we gonna do that, we can do that all night.
He struggled big time with Barrio too.
I was just, hey, Poetti, you stole the words out of my mouth. I was about to ask. Wait a minute. Who did you have winning the fight before he knocked out Barrios? Central.
I had Barrio.
Barrios winning on the
Central.
card.
Wait a minute. Who did you have, Central, winning that fight between Tank and Barrios before the knockout? I'll wait. Oh, you don't want to talk?
Tank.
You had Tank. Wow. Okay, bro. So listen. That just explains everything I need to know. You just a fanboy for Tank, and it's cool. Just say
Tank had only won like one round before he started.
Bro, it's a reason why Floyd came out of the fucking crowd to go to his corner and tell him, look, man, you need to get this nigga up out of here.
Yep.
There's a reason for that. And then let me ask you another question, and then we can be done with this shit, because at the end of the day, this is your opinion. You're not right or wrong. Same way I feel like Shakur is the best, but I'm not, this ain't definitive because he got to get in there and prove it. I'm just going off the eye test. So based off of everything in Tank's career, based off him winning regular belts and shit like that, how is he number 2 on your pound for pound, sir?
Whoa, hold on. Like, you said pound for pound?
Yeah. He got Tank number 2 on his pound for pound.
Y'all agree with what he said? No, I'm just
Central,
saying,
go ahead, bro.
Do y'all hear this? I'm just saying, you guys think Shakur is the top dog too? Like, what y'all just sitting here letting him say this? Like,
we didn't say he was pound for pound
though. I've never said he's pound for pound.
Not pound for pound, nah.
I just said he beats everybody. I never said he's pound for pound.
I'm saying though, like, what is?
You breaking up, bro? I can't hear you.
He must cut out.
I understand. Yeah, it's cutting up on my end. Hold on, I'm back. Hold on, because y'all crazy.
Go ahead.
Hey, I gotta hear him explain this number 2 pound for pound joint with Tank, man.
We can be done with it. We can be done with it.
That's crazy right there.
That's where we was going back and forth. I don't understand how the hell he even on a pound for pound. He ain't won shit with regular belts.
Most people on the pound for pound these days don't even deserve to be on the pound for pound.
I agree with that, Poet.
And no heavyweight should ever be on no fucking pound. This is stupid as hell to me.
Hey, yo, and Kid in the chat says Stevenson easily the better fighter. I agree.
Let me tell you something.
Now, I'll be right back. All right, bet. Let me drop the link.
Barrio low-key gave that fight up. He literally could have won that fight fucking easy.
Yep.
And he should have stayed. He should have stuck with the game plan, bro. He allowed Tank to draw him in, and Tank's power at 140 is very questionable because Tank at 130 and 135, I don't know if he's been at 126, but 130 and 135, he was knocking niggas out one hit. With Barrio, it was like a TKO stoppage. And one can say that when the ref stopped the fight against Barrio, it was questionable. But you could also look at it and say Barrio just gave up. He was like, fuck it, I'm done. But
Central, bro. Hey, wait a minute. Don't be ducking the smoke, my nigga. You've been talking shit all week. Bring your ass back on this live to explain yourself. If not, I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Go ahead, Bo. My bad.
Well, I mean, Tank, to be fair, was putting pressure on because he did. Then he dropped him a couple of times. Yeah. I mean, he upped the pressure. But, like you say, I mean, Barrios was winning. I don't think Barrios gave it away. Unless somebody went in this corner was like, yo, man, I got a lot of money invested in Tank, so I'm going to pay you extra money if you take this dive for me. That's the only way I can see him giving up.
Now, Tank definitely started to step on the gas, but I think what Poetic trying to say is shit. He went away from the game plan. He deviated from that shit because he was winning like pretty soundly, and then he even rocked Tank a couple of times.
Virgil Hunter know how to beat Tank. Tank ain't no he ain't no indestructible motherfucker. He got power, but that shit don't mean nothing.
That's what I've been trying to tell 5 Central, bro. Like, he got power, but he acting like this motherfucker is just invincible. Like,
I believe Teofimo, if Teofimo stopped being a fucking bitch ass nigga, he could beat all the niggas, not including Shakur, because Shakur not in that Fab Four shit, but he could beat all the niggas. He could beat Haney, I think. He could beat Tank for sure. He could beat because Tank not even gonna low key be able to just come at Teo. Because Teo got power, damn near like Tank. He could knock a motherfucker out. So I know for a fact Teo could beat Tank.
Hey, yo,
all these everybody and their mama beat Ryan Garcia. So, but Teo being a little host or whatever.
Right, yeah. Ryan Kardashian. Oops, I mean, cause see, he ain't even a fucking factor. Hey, yo, Rebel, let me get your take on what he had to say in regards to Tank, bro. How do you feel about him saying Tank is pound for pound?
Nah, man, he can't be pound for pound yet. Because fighting for Mickey Mouse belts, and who was Barrios? Like, who did he beat? Like, I ain't never even heard of Barrios until they started talking about him. The Pedraza win was good. That was at 130. Yeah. That's good. But
that's the only real belt he won, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only real belt.
Okay.
Leo Santa Cruz was piecing him up, and here's my thing, right? Bud is on my top pound for pound. Bud washed fucking Gamboa, and Gamboa was younger. Gamboa was much older. And Tank, how many times Tank knocked him down? But what, 4 times? With a game leg? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Nah, man.
He tore his ACL literally in that. What,
I thought it
that
was his
first round?
Achilles.
Oh,
It was
his
his
Right.
Achilles.
He shattered his Achilles in the second round, dude. And he went all the way to the 12th round, man. That's why
Exactly.
I don't knock Gamboa for that fight at all.
Absolutely not. Nope. So
That was insane, dog. That man was on a fucking broke Achilles doing that shit, bro. Hell no. I don't
Hey,
know how
yeah, man. Hey, I just can't see my dog vision, bro. He was coming at me sideways. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, you want to debate about this shit, we can, but this shit gonna be too goddamn easy. I ain't never heard nobody say Tank was on a pound for pound. Ever. Like,
And
it's
the
one
thing-
thing to think he can beat all these niggas. I get that because an argument can be made that all of these dudes can beat each other. I get that. As much as I hate T.O., he can beat all them niggas. As much as I like Shakur, he can beat them or lose. You know, it just depends on your personal preference. I just feel like he has the edge because of his defense. That's really it.
Yeah, I think Tank ducked a lot of smoke from like he ain't want to fight Gary Russell, he ain't want to fight Tevin Farmer, he ain't want to fight Lomachenko. You know, like I don't like I noticed people recently they was making these videos saying Canelo ain't fighting elite black fighters or not fighting black fighters, and then I'm looking at Tank and I'm like, who the fuck Tank is fighting?
Right.
You know, if we gonna use that nobody fighting black fighters, I'm like they need to take a hard look at Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
but Tank not in control. Tank can't say who you want to fight, though. I mean, Tank,
no, but I'm saying
Nah,
like
we're not gonna do
I
that,
don't.
bro. We're not gonna do that, Poetic. You know why? Because I come for niggas like you that say it, bro. I got some. Hold on, but hold that thought. Go ahead, Bo. My bad. I got something for you, Poetic.
Yeah. I don't. You know, me personally, I don't think like skin color is going to define how good you are in a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? I think anybody could, on any given day could whoop somebody's ass and whatnot. But it's just the narrative, you know, I see that's been putting out lately, and I'm like, well, if they're gonna use that for Canelo, they gotta use that for Tank. And Tank ain't fighting no brothers. He's trying to make names off of Mexicans that we don't even know.
Okay, 5 Central back. Go ahead and explain your position, bro. Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah. All right, so hold on. Because it was cutting in and out and stuff. People talk about ducking and it's crazy. But you said Tank was ducking what smoke? What was Tank ducking?
He didn't want to fight. He ducked. Everybody know he ducked Gary Russell. He ducked Gary Russell. Yeah, he did.
What?
He ducked. Yeah, he did. He ducked Tevin Farmer. He ducked Tevin Farmer.
Tevin Farmer lost. Talking about the Tevin Farmer that
No,
lost.
I'm talking about before Tevin Farmer took a loss. He ducked Tevin Farmer.
They had it in their contract.
Hold on. Let me finish my list. I got some more. I got some more people on the list. Everybody, the world know he ducked Lomachenko. Everybody know he ducked Lomachenko.
You're crazy.
Oh my goodness.
So he ducked Lomachenko, but Lomachenko ducked Shakur Stevenson. Is what you're saying?
No, we talking about Javante, Tank Davis,
bro.
and Lomachenko.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. You saying Tank ducked Lomachenko, but everybody says Lomachenko's ducking Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. What sense does that make then?
I never heard nobody say
Lomachenko. What did he do?
That's what I'm saying.
I never once heard somebody say how did because Lomachenko called him out, and then when they went to Tank Davis and asked Tank, I'm trying to explain it to you. You gotta look.
Hey yo, let him talk, bro. Let him make his point.
Hey, all I'm saying is every time the media went to Tank Davis and they mentioned Lomachenko, guess who cut the media off? It was Floyd. He'd be like, I won't talk about Loma. Like he says that even before some of them even asked the question. Like, don't talk to us about Loma. You know, like
when was that? He did
that
say
never
that.
happened.
Floyd
That
did
never
say that.
happened.
When was that?
Hey, well, let me say this. I want to ask y'all this. We're mainly Poetic, who made a point that I disagree with, and then this is for 5 Central as well. This is a quote from Javante Tank Davis. Whenever Floyd put him in a fight with Pedraza, he said, last year, I was forced into fighting for the IBF title, but I believed in myself. In the heart I have, I can overcome anything, and I did it by myself. This time around, I'm more focused and ready to show the people I'm here to stay, and I'm still doing it by myself. So please don't get to faking. See y'all in a couple of weeks. I'm ready. So wait a minute. Hold on. My question to both of you motherfuckers is this. How do you force a nigga into a title fight? Should you want to fight for the title?
That's what I was about to say.
Okay, so we agree.
So hold on. You want me to
5 seconds. Go
answer?
ahead. How do you explain that?
You want me to answer? Because we all know if you really watch boxing, right? Like you say you do.
Oh, wait a minute. So I don't watch boxing now?
Bigger competition.
Wait a minute. I peeped the sarcasm. I don't watch boxing now.
I'm saying, hold on, because let me finish. Let me cook.
Go ahead.
Let me cook, man. Is we cooking or is we like you got your finger in my
Man, you
bowl
cooking,
right
but
now,
the shit don't taste good. But go ahead.
I got you. I'm gonna put some seasoning on it. Watch this. So we all know if you've been watching boxing that Tank's been wanting bigger names. When he say felt forced, he didn't want to fight these. See what Floyd wanted him to do was get a title at a young age so he can break records. He just say, he had a title. Where Tank wanted to move up the ladder faster. That's what he said was forced. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But he's talking about he felt like he's, you know what I mean, believed in himself. Yeah, like this is what he's talking about. Like, yeah, he's a fighter. It's what he's saying at the end of the day. I don't get what's the problem with that. What's the problem with that?
So you don't have a problem with. Wait a minute. You don't.
Who is your?
You asked me a question. Can I answer it?
Well, hold on.
You asked me a question. Can I answer it? I shut up. Go ahead. You talking to yourself? Go ahead. Okay. Can I answer your question?
Who is the course been calling out? Who's calling out? Who's he fighting?
Shit, he been calling out every fucking body. He calling out Oscar Valdez right now. Don't try to deflect. We talking about Tank. That's who we talking about.
Yeah, don't you just like that? You like when they every time you talk about Tank, they always want to deflect to something else.
Can you explain to me? I just asked you a simple question, bro. Can you explain to me how the fuck is he complaining, or why is he complaining about being forced to fight for a title, which is his only legitimate title that he won? But he pound for pound.
I see number 2.
I know that.
I don't even know how he's on a pound for pound.
I know that. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. But he's pound for pound. That's what you're saying.
Okay.
If you want to talk about, hold on, yo, E, can I say something? So I'm about to cook on you. So you're talking about he got all these fake belts and whatnot, and he's cherry picking. But what's your boy Canelo been doing? Because it didn't the WBC give him a fake belt so he could duck.
Here we go with the deflecting.
What's going on?
All right,
bro?
well, let me answer that question. Let me just say this: Tank resume can't touch Canelo's resume.
And Canelo the one real fucking belts. He ain't won no under belts. What are you talking about?
Yo, listen. When only way Tank being pound for pound,
what happened with the whole WBC?
he beat Josh Taylor. He beat pound for pound.
You breaking out again, bro.
I'm confused.
You said what now? What about Canelo? You said what?
Oh, now I'm breaking out because I'm cooking.
Go ahead, say what you gotta say, nigga. Ain't nobody ducking running from you. The fuck? Say what you gotta say. Now the nigga don't want to talk.
You got the mic on rigged me and shit. Like I can't say nothing. You got the mic rigged on me.
Hey, we waiting for you to say something.
I'm you to make your point so I can kill it, bro. Go ahead and make your point. Now, if you can't make your point, then hey, that's on you.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
I mean, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Make your point.
Yeah, like I was saying though. So your man Canelo, like, why did he leave 160? I'm dropping bars. I'm just saying. So your man Canelo. So why did he leave 160 when Jamal Charlo was his mandatory? And the WBC gave him a fake belt. Talking about he was like the what they call him the conference champion or the super some crazy shit. Like, I don't get it. But what happened with that? We talking about fake belts and shit. We talking about cherry picking.
He was a franchise champion,
bro. Besides the guy that love me. But what you talking about? You talking about old Kovalev? You talking about old Kovalev?
Etherla.
Poetic. I'm being quiet so I can let him finish his point, bro. Go ahead. I'm letting him finish his point.
Man said I'm dropping bars.
Finish your point, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me know when you want me to respond.
Yeah, I can't fool with you, Cass, because this might come.
Bro, I don't even know what you're saying. I didn't shut up. I'm letting you make your point. You keep going in and out. I mean, hey,
this is crazy.
I don't know, bro. But to answer your question, because you just dropped off again, Canelo still had won real fucking titles at 160 before he elected to go up to 168. Now, if you were listening to what I said in the beginning, I said all of those criticisms are fair by Canelo. Him avoiding Charlo, him avoiding Andrade at 160 and 154. All of that shit is true. But let's not act like he's been winning under belts. He's won the real fucking belts in his weight class. Meanwhile, Tank has only won one fucking belt in one weight class. All the other shit has been regular belts. Am I tripping, y'all?
Nah. He said now he said an old Kovalev. Now he has a point about an old Kovalev, but Tank for the old ass fucking Gamboa. So I mean, those two
With
cancel
no
each other
belt.
out.
Exactly.
Yeah, with no belt.
Exactly. But yeah, it is what it is with the Tank shit, bro. We out there, bro. Shout out to 5 Central for coming on, bro. But yeah,
Yo,
ain't the fight on right now?
he said we rigged the mic.
Hey, I don't know what he's talking about, bro. I was letting him, I've told him, like, hey, make your points. I'm chilling. His shit kept fucking up though. But ain't the fight on, y'all?
Well, the undercard is on.
Yeah, shit. I'm about to hop off of this shit, man, and hit this live stream, y'all. Shit. Y'all
Hey,
tap back in
I
with
just
me
want, I
after
just,
the fight.
hey, I just want to say this real quick. So you hear this new rumor? They trying to say that Crawford got knocked out in Spawn.
I haven't heard that. Are you fucking serious?
I saw this on Facebook. I guess somebody posted in a group with barbershop conversations, talking to somebody saying that some dude named Brian Norman either knocked Terrence Crawford out or gave him a stanky leg or something.
Ain't that the same nigga that they said gave work the Tank or something like that? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
I done heard that name before.
Yeah, that's Brian Norman. Yeah, he say he whipped Tank. Yeah.
Man, fuck Caleb Plant. What if? Because y'all saying that, man. What if Sean Porter stopped Crawford? That's gonna be terrible.
It'd be bad. I mean, if he gets stopped, shit.
You think if he stopped Crawford, you think that him and EJ gonna get a rematch?
Yeah.
EJ gonna win that fight.
I don't see why not, because he'll have the other belt. So yeah.
And they'll give him a reason to duck Crawford. So whatever.
I think if he was to stop Crawford, then you're going to see a lot of people going to want to fight Crawford. I think they're using Sean Porter as a measuring stick.
Facts. Totally agree. But anything is possible. So shit. I mean, maybe that shit did happen. Never know when it comes.
But the only thing I want to see from Shakur at this point is I want to see him take a good shot. I want to see if he got a chin. I don't think we've been able to see that yet.
I agree with you on that, because
he can have all the defense in the world, just like Harrison. Tony Harrison got all the defense in the world, but nigga, your ass ain't got no goddamn chin.
Hey, speaking of somebody taking a shot, now the dude Bruce Ennis, right? I noticed something. He gets caught a lot, man. He's gonna get caught by somebody like the dude he just destroyed, right? This dude managed to clock Ennis prior to getting knocked out twice with the same shot. And it's always on Ennis' left side, so he need to like keep his guard up. And I noticed that wasn't even the only time I see him that happened to him in a fight. I seen that happen to him a lot of times in fights and whatnot. He got to learn how to keep his hands up because he be getting clipped.
Yeah, I know that too. Whenever you fight on the inside, he do get clipped a lot. He be standing straight up. This motherfucker tall as fuck.
Yeah, Crawford and EJ and them, they'll catch his ass with that shit. Doing shit like that, they'll catch his ass. Especially Crawford. He probably the sharpest puncher in the lower classes.
Saint said every fighter gets caught. That's a fact.
Yeah,
that is a fact.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Shakur to get caught.
Hey, yo, I'm about to set up this other stream, y'all. Y'all just tap back in after the fight, man.
All right.
Hey, remember, don't be idiots like y'all did the last time.
I'm not betting on nothing, bro. I'm just gonna enjoy this fight. I ain't betting.
I'm about to get this little money though, you know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We're gonna double back after the fight. Salute.